Now that we have learned on how to create pi points manually using the Pi System Management tool, it raises an important question. Namely, do you need to always create pi tags one at a time using Pi System Management tools? The answer is no. We can use Microsoft Excel plugin called Pi Builder to create and modify pi tags in bulk. So let's go ahead and see how we can utilize this utility. Before we begin, let's first get the list of instrument tags that we need in order to create the rest of the pi tags. To do this, let's go to our pi interface node, namely pi-int1. As we did before, let's open up the OPC client executable by right-clicking and saying running as administrator. Once the utility opens up, let's explore the OPC server. Select the OPC server. Now we can explore the rest of the tags under pump1. You can say add selected. Now for getting the list of tags, for our convenience, I would suggest let's open up a notepad. We have already created the flow rate status. Let's get the pump speed. Let's get pump speed. Let's get the output flow rate. Copy and paste. Oil pressure. Bearing temperature. Now that we have got all the information that we require, let's go back to the pi data archive, namely PySRV1. But before that, let's copy all the list of instrument tags first. Then once we are on PySRV1, let's copy the contents of the instrument tags which we obtained onto a notepad. So we just need to create 5 more pi tags. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So to do this, let's open up Microsoft Excel. And here you will find a utility called Pi Builder. Let's select Pi Builder. And let's make sure that we have selected the name of the Pi data archive. So from the drop down, let's get PySRV1. Now we want to get those 2 tags which we just created. Let's go to pi points. From the drop down, let's say find pi points. And let's search by the name of the tag. So all our pi tags, namely the 2 of the one which we created, starts with the letter pump1. And star with a wildcard. And click search. This brought all these 2 tags. So in our case, we just require one of the tag. So let's select the flow type tag, which is flow rate, and say OK. These are all the attributes of the pi tags. So the ones which we require are location codes, we require the instrument tag, we have the point source, and everything. Having selected these extra items, let's say OK. Now we have brought in the PyTag configuration for pump down.flow rate, based upon which we can create the rest of the 4 tags. And kindly note, there is a selected column. As long as it is checked with an X, whenever we are going to do any operation like publishing or modifying new PyPoints, it's going to choose the rows which has the X marked under the selected column. So let's copy 3 more rows. So let's modify the tag names. So this one is going to be the pump speed. Let's copy its pump speed and let's rename this as pump1.pumpspeed. And let's go to the right and select instrument tag, and under the instrument tag only the last part of it is going to vary, so it's going to be pump speed. In a similar manner, let's do the rest of the rows, and the second one is output flow rate. Let's do exactly the same thing. Rename this one as pump1.output flow rate and modify the instrument tag. Next one is called oil pressure. Let's change this to oil pressure and change the instrument tag as well. The last one is called bearing temp. We can rename this, change the instrument tag. With this, we have prepared our Excel spreadsheet. Rest of the things remain the same, like the point source, so on. So now we can just go ahead and publish the new PyTags which we want to the PyData archive. Click on publish, and here there are different options like create only, edit only, and so on. In this case, we are going to create new PyTags. Let's select create only and say OK. It says tags were created, it's good. So now let's minimize this. Let's open the PySystem management tools and check the status of these new PyPoints. Let's select data and current values. Let's now search for the PyTags by the point source. We know it's all OPC. We can click search. We can select all the tags and say OK. Lo and behold, the Py interface for OPCDA is already picked up these new PyPoints and started collecting the data from the data source and sending it to the PyData archive. So in summary, in this video, we realized that creating the PyTags manually using PySystem management tool is not an efficient way, and we can utilize Excel plugin called PyBuilder to create and modify PyTags in bulk.